Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about why I think Nickelodeon is better than Cartoon Network. I'm talking about today, why they're better than Cartoon Network today. Well, there for a while, Cartoon Network was throughout most of the 2010s. The first half of it, Cartoon Network was better than Nickelodeon. So, you know what? So Cartoon Network, they had a lot of great shows like Adventure Time, Regular Show, The Amazing World of Gumball, Steven Universe, and many others. So they were like, you know what? Doing a great job with this show. Let's bring back a classic. And they chose the Powerpuff Girls. And they were like, you know what? Let's do it without Craig McCracken's input. Maybe people will like it better that way. That was one of the worst decisions that Cartoon Network has ever made. But we have Nickelodeon on the other hand. They have a new show called The Loud House, and oh yeah, that's a great show. I couldn't agree more. That was a better show. And then Nickelodeon is also going to bring back 3 classics. Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, and Ren and Stimpy. Well, 3 classics with the exception of the Nicktoons movie. Because Hey Arnold, they're doing it with Craig Bartlett's input. Rocko's Modern Life is being done with Joe Murray's input. And Ren and Stimpy, most importantly, is being done with John Kricfalusi's input. And yes, I just said John Kricfalusi, the same guy that Nickelodeon fired in 1992 after the episode Man's Best Friend, that the most controversial episode of Ren and Stimpy. So, and they fired him for the scene where, had some tobacco references, and there was also, but most importantly, they banned it, and it was due to a scene where, Ren beats George Liquor with an oar. So yeah, it was banned for that, and they fired John Kricfalusi. But Nickelodeon was like, you know what? We're gonna rehire him. And then Nickelodeon was like, you know what? We forgive you. That was a long time ago. It's not your fault. It's our fault. So that is one of the dumbest reasons why we fired someone. We need you to come back and work with us. So yeah, Ren and Stimpy's coming back. There's gonna be a short airing before it'll be shown before the 3rd SpongeBob movie. Most importantly, something I wanted to talk about is SpongeBob. Okay, this is kind of going on into a new topic. this doesn't have anything to do about why Nickelodeon's better than Cartoon Network. I want to talk about SpongeBob. SpongeBob has been renewed for a 10th and an 11th season. And there's also going to be the third movie. I really think, okay, season 9 has been on way too long. Season 9 is the longest season that it's took for Nickelodeon to air. It broke the record in July of 2015. It broke that record, which was held by season 3, which ranged from October of 2001 to October of 2004. So yes, season 9 has took way too long to air. They just need to finish airing it. So now they're airing SpongeBob every Saturday at I believe it's 10:30 Eastern. Which means it airs at 9:30 where I live in, I guess, yeah. I live in southwest Arkansas, so I'm in Central Time. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention this. The reason why I didn't mention the Nicktoons movie because we don't know who all is producing it besides Jared and Jerusha I guess Hess. Uh, they've made 3 movies. Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Gentleman Broncos. And I've seen Nacho Libre, but I haven't seen the others. Anyway, back to SpongeBob. I really think SpongeBob, the third movie, should just be the end of SpongeBob. Just Cartoon Network's finishing Adventure Time, regular show, Amazing World of Gumball. They're all coming to an end. I think Nickelodeon just needs to bring SpongeBob to an end. I like SpongeBob, but I don't want any really. If it's the reason why Nickelodeon keeps renewing it for season after season after season is just because they it's because they have enough money to produce the episodes. But I think that the third movie should just be the end of SpongeBob. How do I think SpongeBob should end? Okay, first of all, I think Mr. Krabs should die in the third SpongeBob movie. Now, I know y'all are thinking that's a terrible way to end it, but I think it's a good way. You're about to see why. Okay, no. First, the third movie needs to start off with, let's have Mr. Krabs die at the beginning of the movie, and so he leaves SpongeBob in charge, and then they should reveal something about that. I think that the reason why SpongeBob has never passed his driving test, I think the reason should be that he's drunk. Yep, they should say that. So, yeah, I think it should be, I think the movie should actually be a little more mature than the series, so that way it it'll be a better ending, I think, for because they never have any like mentions of alcohol or anything in the series. So yeah, so it's going to be like a little. So I think the third movie should be a little more mature than the series. It should reveal that SpongeBob is drunk, and that's why he's never passed his driving test. So, and then SpongeBob has to he stops drinking alcohol, and then he passes his driving test. Or maybe that should be at the end, I guess. But here's the main thing. I think there should be this big fight between. They'll need to put that in somewhere. That the 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 drunk driving thing. They should put that in the movie just somewhere. I'm just not too sure where. But the main part is just that there should be this like big fight between after Mr. Krabs' death. There should be this big fight between the good and the bad. No, 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 no. No, I messed up. There should be this. It should start with this big fight between the good guys and the bad guys. And that fight results in Mr. Krabs' death. And before Mr. Krabs dies, he tells SpongeBob that he's in charge of the Krusty Krab. So SpongeBob thinks of this great idea, and he says, you know what, so he decides. SpongeBob goes to the chum bucket, and he tells Plankton, you can have the Krusty Krab for free. And he says stuff like, I'm not a cheapskate like Mr. Krabs is, so I don't really care if you have the Krusty Krab. So that results in Plankton being in charge of the Krusty Krab, and then SpongeBob's still the fry cook, and Squidward still the cashier. So that results in Plankton finally getting the formula. That is how I think SpongeBob should end. I think maybe we could put SpongeBob passing his driver's test at the end. So something like that. At the end of SpongeBob, I want Mr. Krabs to die, Plankton to get the formula, and SpongeBob to pass his driving test. That's really how I want SpongeBob to end. I think that's what I want the third movie to be like. That's what I think Nickelodeon should do. I think Nickelodeon should do that to make SpongeBob better. I know it can be done. SpongeBob has to end soon. That's a reason why they're not competing with Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network has never had a show that run that long. I think really SpongeBob, the three shows that I think SpongeBob is really competing with are Simpsons, South Park, and Family Guy, because of its long run. And Simpsons and Family Guy, they're Fox, and South Park is Comedy Central. I mean, That's really why I think SpongeBob should end. Well, because the Cartoon Network's longest running show is Ed, Edd n Eddy, and it ran for 10 years. And it debuted in 1999, the same year SpongeBob debuted. SpongeBob? Oh, it didn't end in 2009. It's still running. It's been running for 17 years. This is no way for Nickelodeon to compete with Cartoon Network. There's just no way. So, yeah, SpongeBob, it should end. Just, please, just, the third movie should just be the end of SpongeBob. I don't know if, I just think it should end. I mean, SpongeBob could get really bad if SpongeBob gets renewed for a 12th season and as a fourth movie and yes, so on like that. SpongeBob is just going to be really bad. I mean, I think that part about SpongeBob running too long, I think that's more Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network should have kept Ed, Edd n Eddy running longer, I think, because really, because it's, I mean, because not really a way you can compete with Nickelodeon, I don't think. But SpongeBob just has to end. SpongeBob has had quite a few bad episodes, just like Simpsons, South Park, and Family Guy. Well, I haven't seen that many South Park episodes, because that's a show that uh, that I didn't really get into that show till about a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago, that's when I watched South Park for the first time. So I haven't seen that many episodes, but um, well, and I haven't seen the entire series of Simpsons or Family Guy either, but I have seen every episode of SpongeBob that there's been so far, and there have been some bad episodes. What's my least favorite SpongeBob episode? Let me think. I'm trying to think. The season 4 episode, Good Neighbors. I didn't really like that episode too much. It wasn't really that funny, I don't think. What's another one? Uh, besides that, I don't know. 6th or 8th. They're having some bad episodes. I'm sure I can't think right now, but yes, SpongeBob. The third movie just needs to be the end. SpongeBob has been running for way too long. 17 years is long enough. So just 2009. It's just in SpongeBob. So just I've been talking too much. Alright, so just do you agree with me? Great. Do you disagree? I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. And thanks for watching. Please, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace out, fans.